All right, we're back again with another episode of Roofer Reflections. I'm really excited to have Lynn here. Lynn, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting me to be on the show.
I love your diverse background. Like you've done different things, and I'm curious what your early thoughts of what you wanted to do when you uh, grew up.
I had a lot of dreams, but when I came back to my parents' home last time and found my diary when I was 6 years old, on there I wrote really big on one of the pages, one of the very first pages, that what's your goal when you're gonna grow up? And it was like I want to be a CEO when I grew up. That was the first ever thought or goals I ever had, even when I was only six. And I guess it's subconsciously I just wanted to make it happen. And I completely forgot about that I wrote that.
Would you have family members that had that role, or where did that come from, you think?
My family did not have any business background. They more on a 9 to 5, office. My dad was a college professor. My mom was working in office. So I don't know. I don't know where it came from, the business bloodline.
At what point did roofing come into the picture?
I've never thought that roofing would be one of the things that I would do in the future. During that time, I was going through a pretty tough time. My father just passed away. Um, I didn't want to work anymore. It was kind of shocking for me. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. And then I came back to the US because I had to go back and take care of several stuff back home. Came back to the US, and one of my friends reached out to me and just like, hey, he just told me straight out, it's like, I want to build something. I want to build a company. I want to build an empire. And we were only in our early 20s at that time. And I was just like, okay, let's try something new. Let's try to do things from the scratch. And he brought me into roofing. And it was a great experience. And I stick to that job till now.
Was it straightforward for you? I mean, you didn't have the background. I mean, obviously you've done all these other jobs, so you've developed a lot of different skills.
Mhm.
But did that come naturally for you?
It came pretty naturally for me for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's the construction part of it, building things from ground up. It was what something that I was really interested in. I did have a lot on the business side, building a startup, put together a team, building a system that can run smoothly for him. And then through that, I slowly learned what roofing was, why people need it, and the technical aspect of it. And then I got my adjuster license working for an insurance company. And that's where I learned a lot of information and technical knowledge from there.
What's been your transition in the roofing? Did you just build that one business and do that, or it sounds like you're doing more than one thing right now?
I only worked for to help my friend building that company, and then when he decided to retire early because he moved away, then I branched out and opened my own business.
Mm.
And while doing that, I also acquire a tutoring business because, like I said earlier, my dad was a college professor, and education was also always one of my passions. So I did that, and then also got into more construction, which flipping and rehabbing houses right now, residential.
What have been some challenges along the way?
Oh man, you name it, there's a lot. I guess I've been saying this a lot, but being a minority woman in a male dominant uh, industry, not talking about race yet, right? I face a lot of obstacle, a lot. First is my appearance, always. Can she do it? Can she climb on the roof? Does she know how to nail down onto the wall? Can she fix it? All that, right? And then first my appearance, then my knowledge. Um, then a lot of people would be skeptical about your ability on how you can achieve or do all of this. So those are the first obstacle. Not talking about the business side yet, but that would be the first that you could think of.
At what point do you feel like, when you started your own business, that okay, it's stabilized, it's up and running? Because when you start your own business, there's just a lot of things going on. But at what point did you feel like everything was stable or you had everything kind of set up the way you wanted?
We're going into our fourth or fifth year right now, and I still don't feel stable. I guess every time we reach a certain goal, we would come up with another goal, you know. So I don't think it would ever be at the point, or maybe soon, right? But at this time in the early stages, I feel like we can still grow a lot. We can still develop. We can still progress. We can still do bigger things than where we are right now.
With doing all these things, how do you organize things, or how do you balance things so everything sort of fits in the way you want it to?
Organization is one of my strengths.
Oh.
Balancing is one of my weakness. It's a blast and a curse at the same time. It's hard when you're very organized, when you're very work oriented and career oriented, versus balancing that with your hobbies and lives and family and friends and all other relationship that you have. It's pretty difficult because you don't have a lot of time to do everything you want.
If someone's listening to this and say, I like what Lynn's doing, I want to get into roofing and do what she's doing, what sort of advice do you have for someone that's looking for a similar path than you?
The first thing would be like, you need to have the guts to do it. You need to have the ability to not give up when people say no to you, and you have to like it to actually be good at it.